Hello everyone, I am Jewel Maydinoy and our assigned topic was about the life of Jose Rizal. So before we will tackle that one let's start with the biography. So a biography is a period of time. It presents not only the life of an individual and how he or she has influenced the society, but also how an individual and his or her ideas have been shaped by historical events. Jose Rizal lived in the 19th century, a period in Philippine history when changes in public consciousness were already being felt and progressive ideas were being realized. Studying Rizal's biography, therefore, will lead to a better understanding of how Rizal devoted his life in shaping the Filipino character. This chapter will cover Rizal's life and how he became an important hero of the Philippines. So at this topic, here's the learning objectives. At the end of this chapter, the students should be able to discuss about Rizal's family, childhood, and early education. Describe people and events that influenced Rizal's early life. Explain Rizal's growth as a propagandist and identify the factors that led to Rizal's execution. So let's start. We have first the vocabulary. So Chinese mestizo, it is a person of mixed Chinese and Filipino ancestry. Principalia, the ruling and usually educated upper class in Spanish colonial Philippines. Bachelor in Artes, Bachelor of Arts degree bestowed by college or universities. Spanish Cortes, Spain's lawmaking or legislative body. Ilustrado, a term which literally means enlightened ones, or the Filipinos educated in Europe. Masonry, fraternal organization which strives for moral betterment. So for my topic let's have Rizal's family. So Jose Rizal was born on June 19, 1861 in the town of Calamba. It is a province of Laguna. He was being raised in there. So Calamba. So it is a town with around 3,000 to 4,000 inhabitants, is located 54 kilometers south of Manila. So it is the place where Rizal was born. So Rizal's father was Francisco Mercado. He was a wealthy farmer who leased lands from the Dominican friars. And then Francisco's earliest ancestors were Siangco and Zonio, who later gave birth to Lamco. Lamco, he's from Fujian in southern China and migrated to the Philippines. We also have Ines de la Rosa. She was the wife of Lamco, known entrepreneurial family in Binondo. Also, Francisco Mercado became one of the richest in Binian and owned the largest herd of carabaos. Elected as Capitan del Pueblo in 1783. He had a son named Juan Mercado, who was also elected as Capitan del Pueblo in 1808, 1813, and 1823. So, Juan Mercado married Cirila Alejandra, a native of Binian. So they had 13 children, including Francisco Ingracio. He was the father of Jose Rizal. So Francisco Ingracio Mercado added the surname Rizal from the word Rizal, meaning green field, from the word Rizal. So as he later settled in the town of Calamba as a farmer, growing sugarcane, rice, and indigo. He attended also the College of San Jose in Manila. We have the wife of Francisco, Teodora Alonzo. So her father described her as a woman of more than ordinary culture and that she is a mathematician and has read many books, because Teodora Alonzo was quite intelligent. That's why her father distinguished her for more than just a woman. And we have here their children, who are Jose Rizal from 1861 to 1896. Is the seventh among the 11 children of Francisco Mercado and Teodora Alonzo. The other children were Saturnina Pasiano. Pasiano became Rizal's second father. Narcisa, Olympia, Lucia, Maria, Concepcion, Josefa, Trinidad, and the last one is Soledad.
So, hi everyone. My name is Ramart Mandido and I'll be discussing the childhood and early education of Jose Rizal. So, in his time, Rizal had a good memories of his childhood in Calamba. And during the Angelus time, when they heard the kanang bagting sa simbahan or bagtingan sa simbahan, they eventually gathered and they prayed together as a family. So mag-ampo na sila, inana sila ka-devoted. And then there were times na naadato sila sa garden and then they are exchanging stories, nagtabianay sila, gistoryahanay sila, and then in that specific garden, Rizal learned on how to appreciate nature. Rizal learned how to appreciate the things, surroundings, especially that garden. Sa bata pa kayo niya, so dali na kayo siya kabalo na siya mo appreciate sa nature, sa palibot. So that's why Rizal's childhood was filled of love and care that's shown by his family or that's shown by his parents or siblings. So the first teacher of Jose Rizal was his mother. She is Doña Teodora Mercado. Doña Teodora Mercado who taught him how to pray. So si Doña Teodora Mercado ang gatudlo ang Rizal kung paunsa mag-ampo. He was 3 years old, si Rizal kay 3 years old siya ato when he learned the alphabet, and he also already showed that he is interested of reading books. Interested siya mubasa og mga libro. So na-amaze si Doña Teodora. Eventually, Doña Teodora noticed that this young boy have the skills in poetry, and she asked him to write verses. Then ang gibuhat ni Rizal, nasulatan niya og verses iyang inahan. So in that age nakabuhat siya para sa iyang inahan. So Rizal demonstrated intelligence and understand easily kay ihamang nasabot dayon ang giingon sa iyang inahan, nabuhatan niya og verses. Doña Teodora felt the need for a private tutor for his young boy. So nakamatnon siya nga si Rizal need siya og private tutor. Just like the Principalia class, Rizal also experienced education under private tutor. So first tutor that teach Rizal, si Maestro Celestino. So si Maestro Celestino, this tutor was first to formally teach Rizal, laying the foundation for his future academic journey. And followed by Maestro Celestino was Maestro Lucas Padua, so si Maestro Lucas Padua who continued to cultivate his skills in language and literacy. So si Maestro Lucas Padua ang kapadayon sa pagtudlo ni Rizal to hone sa ihang mga skills. And then the last tutor ni Rizal is si Leon Monroy. And this Leon Monroy, he is the one who honed the skills of Rizal in language such as Spanish and Latin, reading and writing. So si Leon Monroy ang nakahone ni Rizal. Si Leon Monroy ang nakahone sa mga skills ni Rizal in language like such as Spanish and Latin, reading and writing. He also a former classmate of Rizal's father and became a significant influencer. At the age of 9, Rizal and his brother Pasiano Mercado left Calamba to study in Binyan, and after 1.5 hours, they reached the town on board a Carumata, and they went to the house of their aunt, which is si Doña Petrona Mercado, auntie nila, igsoon sa ihang mama. And then, dito sila magstay kay si Rizal, may eskwela naman. And then, before leaving his brother, pa siya na-introduce Rizal to his former teacher, which is si Justiano Aquino Cruz. He is also an old painter. Dayon, after ato nga pag-introduce, and after pa jud ato, kay nagsugod na ang pag-eskwela ni Rizal. And then, di ba kay si Maestro Cruz or si Justiano Aquino Cruz, kay Maestro Rizal, and he is also an old painter. So during free time, Maestro Cruz teach Rizal on how to paint and draw. Ituluan niya si Rizal kung paon sa mag-painting, kung paon sa mag-drawing, and dali rapod kayo nga na tuto or na kabalo or na kahibaw si Rizal sa mga gipang tudlo ni Maestro Cruz sa iyaha. And then ang katong mga ang mga pamatasan or katong mga gipang buhat ni Rizal sa sa Calamba or sa ilahang balay, like katong mag-ampo, ginabuhat po na niya dito sa Binyan. For siya matulog, mag-ampo gid na siya before mo eat, mag-ampo na siya every morning, noon, and afternoon. Over 1.5 years siyang pag-eskwela. Saturnina sent letter to his brother Rizal informing him the arrival of steamship Talim, which would take him from Binyan to Calamba. So si Rizal is murag pabaliko na siya dito sa Calamba. And then upon reading the letter nga gisend ni Saturnina sa iyaha, he had a premonition that he would not return to Calamba, so that he became sad si Rizal kay dili na siya makabalik sa Binyan. And then so he returned on December 17, 1870 sa Calamba. He was accompanied by Arturo Camps, is a Frenchman and a friend of his father. In summary, very maka-amaze kayang iyang childhood memories, iyang childhood. Sa kabata pa niya, daghan na siya natunan. He also demonstrated intelligence and understand easily sa mga ipang-ingon sa iyang inahan. And tong 3 years old pa lang siya, nakabalo na siya ng mga alphabet, and he is also showed his mother of interest that he is interested of reading books. And then daghan og mga kuan sa iya nga maka-amaze. And that would be all. Thank you.
So good afternoon everyone. So I am Regine E. Gaston. So same topic, we tackle about the students of Manila. Rizal was sent by his father to Ateneo Municipal. So si Rizal gipadto siya sa iyang papa dito sa Ateneo para paeskwelahon. Gi-enroll ni Rizal ang 6 years of Bachelor in Arts program, which means in English is Bachelor in Arts. So gitake ni Rizal ang entrance exam atong June 10, 1872, and 4 months after Gumborza execution. So kanideng Gumborza is nakuha ni siya atong tulo ka pare nga si Mariano Gomez, Jose Burgos ug si Jacinto Zamora. Then, Rizal was advised by his brother Pasiano to use the name of Jose Rizal. So, si Jose Rizal ug si Jose Burgos is na sila'y connection kay sa una di ay is friends din ni sila. Then, sa pag-execute ni Jose Burgos is dili gusto si Pasiano nga madami bitaw si Jose Rizal ni Jose Burgos. Then next is Ateneo School. So known siya for best education for boys in Manila. Then Ateneo was managed by Press and managed by Jesuit Father. And also, ang Ateneo School is known siya for great discipline and strong religious. So next is student groups. So ang students group in Ateneo are gi-divide siya into two groups, Roman o Carthaginian. So ang kanideng Roman is katuni siyang mga estudyante nga nag-eskwela bitaw nga nagga-board sa eskwelahan. Then ang kanideng Carthaginian is katuni siyang mga estudyante nga wala ga-board. So gihimo ni siyang two groups para ma-stimulate bitaw ang mga skills ug mga knowledge sa mga estudyante nga makig-compete among sa two groups nga students. Then next is Rizal academic achievement at Ateneo. So he initially lagged behind but became inferior and top student in 1 month. Si Rizal bisan biya na siya sa iyang mga classmate is na wag yapon niya ang inferior or top student. So si Rizal is nag-studied siya from 1872 and 1877. Then nag-graduate siya with degree of Bachelor in Arts with highest honor on March 14 in 1877. So next is after nahuman ni Rizal ang iyang kurso nga Bachelor in Arts, si Rizal gisent na pud siya sa iyang papa didto sa University of Santo Tomas. Bisan si Doña Teodora dili mosugot. Their freshman year 1877 and 1878, of course of philosophy and letters. So at the same year pagyud is in 1877 77 gikuha pa jud ni Rizal ang course nga vocational course in Ateneo. Then that give him the title of Perito Agrimensor. So si Rizal expert day siya for land mapping or land surveying ana. Dayon issue on November 25 in 1881. So pagka second year ni Rizal ning chef siya og medicine kay nahibaw-an niya nga ang iya bitong mama is naay kuan sakit sa mata is kana bitaw dili na kayo kakita kay dala na sa katigulang siguro. Dayon next is challenges and performance at University Santo Tomas. So ang academic performance ni Rizal sa University of Santo Tomas is good siya pero mas minglabaw ang mas strong siya sa Ateneo. So he was a good in medicine but mas gifted si Rizal sa arts and letters. Dayon, one of the students of remaining in medicine course by final year in University of Santo Tomas out of original batch 24. So, sa 24 nga batch nga nag-eskwela sa course nga medicine, ang nabili na lang nga estudyante is 7 na lang sila ang nag-remaining. So, next is plan for further studies. So, in 1882, si Rizal ug si Pasiano naa sila'y secret nga plano nga si Rizal moadto sa Europe para humanon niya ang medical studies. Dayon dito na pud si Rizal nag-prepare for liberating the country from Spanish rule. Katong maghimo sila og maghimo si Rizal og mag-prepare na si Rizal sa katong iyang himuon nga no limit ang libro guro katong no limitang hiri dito nagasugod ang iyang ki-prepare nga sulat. That's all.
So good evening, ma'am. I will be discussing about Rizal life in Europe. So the first trip of Rizal abroad was in Spain. He left on Philippines during May 3, 1882 to learn for new things. So si Rizal he is very observant and he is eager to interact with the foreign nationals at the age of 20. wherein during his travel, nakasketch siya. And then, during June 16, 1882, during summer he reached to the Barcelona where he met her former classmate sa Ateneo, which is gi-organize siya og welcome party sa coffee house sa Plaza de Catalunya, wherein ang classmate ni Rizal is they toured Rizal and gidala nila si Rizal sa mga famous historical sites sa Barcelona. And then at that time, si Rizal he found time to write an essay entitled El Amor Patrio, which means love of country. And it was published on August 20, 1882 in Jarong, Tagalog, where he used the pen name Laong Laan. And then after that vacation, si Rizal he decided to move to the Madrid, wherein he enrolled medicine and philosophy. Then also, dili lang medicine and philosophy iyang gikuha. He also took lessons such as painting and sculpture at the Academia de San Fernando, and also he took the classes in French, English, and German at the Madrid Ateneo during November 3, 1882. But si Rizal dili gihapon siya contented sa iyang gipang kuha na mga kurso. Mga kurso, and then he still managed na mag-enroll hapon siya sa fencing at the School of Sans and Carbonell. And dayon, during January of 1883, si Rizal ihang gi-inform ang iyang family nga karon daw nag-study na siya Italian, and naghatag siya og bet sa iyang family nga within 2 months, makaspeak na daw siya og Italian. And then, atong June 1884, si Rizal he passed the medical examination and he was awarded as the degree entitled of Licentiate in Medicine. Then, Rizal was able to practice medicine with his title. And then he continued enrolling in courses that would have led to a doctorate. So, after niya makapasar og license in medicine he enrolled for doctorate, but he failed the course of doctorate kay wala siya kwarta bitaw na ma-defend ang iyang thesis ana nga degree, so wala niya na kuha nga doctorate. And then si Rizal na-feel niya ang kalisod bitaw sa economy sa Calamba, wherein iyang family nag-face magud og financial problem kanang brought by a low crop production because of low cost aggravated by the hike of rentals on the haciendas by the Dominicans. Then there are times sad na maong wala niya naka-feel si Rizal og kanang kalisod sa economy sa Calamba iyang mga allowances gikag Philippines na-delay tungod lagi ato na issues. And then after that, Rizal also took examinations in Greek, Latin, and world history. And then he won the first prize in Greek and a grade of excellence in history, and he also obtained the degree Licenciado en Filosofía y Letras, which means Licentiate in Philosophy and Letters, from the Universidad Central de Madrid on June 19, 1885 with rating of sobresaliente. So between sa studies ni Rizal, he made time for meeting his fellow Filipinos sa Madrid known as Ilustrados. These Filipinos, or enlightened ones, formed the Circolo Hispano-Filipino, which held informal programs with activities like poetry reading and debates, wherein si Rizal was asked to write a poem. And he wrote the poem entitled Me Piden Versus, which means they asked me for verses. And then during January 2, 1884 in Madrid, one of Filipino reunions at the house of Pedro Paterno. Si Rizal he proposed the writing of novel about the Philippine society, wherein they approved that project, but iyahang plano is wala na materialize. So ang katong mga Pilipino nga ning agree sa iyaha is wala bitay gibuhat para i-support ang iyahang writings. Then so tungod ana si Rizal iyahan na lang gidraft ang novel alone. Then it was in Madrid na si Rizal he was able to write the first half of his novel which is entitled Noleme Tanghire. Sa Madrid to niya first gisulat. And then sa Madrid si Rizal na-expose siya as liberal ideas to the Masons that he met. Then si Rizal very na-impress kaayo bitaw siya sa Masons view about knowledge and reasoning about the value of brotherhood. Then si Rizal he joined the missionary and become a master of Mason at the Lodge of Solidaridad on November 15, 1890. And also, Filipinos occasionally visited Don Pablo Ortega y Rey in Madrid. He is the former mayor of Manila under the term of Governor General Carlos Maria de la Torre, and Rizal joined at the Pablo's daughter. But however, Rizal did not pursue because of his commitment to Leonor Rivera, and his friend Eduardo Dilete was also in love with Consuelo, but did not want to ruin their friendship. So, si Rizal ug kaniyang friend is murag na-attract sila sa anak ni Don Pablo, but si Rizal wala niya gipadayon ng iyang feelings tungod kanang nagkumit bitaw siya kay Leonor Rivera, and ihapong friend nga si Eduardo nagkagusto sad kay Consuelo, but si Edgardo dili siya gusto nga maguba bitaw ilahang friendship ni Rizal. So both sila wala nila gi-pursue ang anak ni Don Pablo, wherein si Rizal nakasulat siya og poem entitled Consuelo a Señora. And also si Rizal he also wala lang siya nag-specialize sa medicines or philosophy, but also in ophthalmology, and wherein he was trained under the leading ophthalmologists in Europe like Dr. Louis de Weckert of Paris from October 1885 to 1886. Then Rizal he befriended Friedrich Ratzel. So Friedrich Ratzel isa siya ka German historian wherein si Rizal master niya ang language sa German, and he wrote a paper entitled Tagaleche Verkunst, which means Tagalog metrical art. And also in Berlin, si Rizal dito niya na finish og sulat ang Noleme Tanghire, which was published on March 21, 1887 with financial help from his friend Maximo Viola. So after 5 years ni Rizal sa Europe, nag-decide si Rizal na uli siya sa ilaha sa Calambabon atong August 8, 1887. And after that giila siya dito as Dr. Uliman as he was mistaken as a German. And then after atong uli siya sa ilaha sa Calambabon nag-decide na pud siya nga left na pud siya sa country for the second time atong February 16, 1888.
Hi everyone, so my assigned topic is Rizal second trip to Europe. So during Jose Rizal's second trip to Europe, he became actively involved in the propaganda movement alongside fellow reformists like Marcelo H. Del Pilar and Graciano Lopez Jaena. He contributed writings to LA Solidaridad and authored key works such as his annotation of Sucesos de las Islas Filipinas and essays like sobre la indolencia de los Filipinos and Filipinas dentro de 100 años. In Brussels in July 1891, Rizal completed his second novel, El Filibusterismo, which was published on September 18, 1891, with financial support from his friend Valentin Ventura. Unlike his first novel, Noli Me Tangere and El Filibusterismo was more radical and painted a grim picture of Philippine society teetering on the brink of revolution. In 1892, despite warnings and opposition from his family, Rizal returned to the Philippines, believing the true fight was on his home soil. He established La Liga Filipino on July 3, 1892, a socio-civic organization aimed at uniting Filipinos for peaceful reform. However, just a few days after his information, Rizal was arrested on July 6, 1892 for allegedly distributing Pobres Frailes, Poor Friars, a satirical leaflet critical on the Dominican friars. He was imprisoned in Fort Santiago, marking the start of his eventual exile to the Pitan. The movement advocated for significant reforms in Philippines, including making the Philippines a province of Spain so that native Filipinos could enjoy the same rights as Spaniards. So second is representation of the Philippines in the Spanish Cortes Parliament. And the third is secularization of parishes, which meant transferring control of Filipino parishes from Spanish friars to Filipino clergy. So that's all of my report. Thank you.
So hi everyone, I'm back. My topic is all about the exile in the Pitan. Rizal arrived in the Pitan on board the steamer in Cebu on July 17, 1892, and the Pitan became Rizal's home from 1892 to 1896. So, Jose Rizal arrived in the Pitan on July 17, 1892 by steamer na po ang iyang gisakyan. And he lived there for 4 years from 1892 and 1896. So, during his exile, Rizal befriended Captain Carnicero or Captain Ricardo Carnicero, who was responsible for overseeing Rizal's confinement. So, si Captain Ricardo Carnicero, who became a friend of Rizal during his exile. And then, despite of being under surveillance, Rizal remained active, and he also continued his artistic passion like akatong pagpainting niya, sculpting, pagdrawing niya, sa iya ragyapon tong gipadayon, and also he conducted scientific studies and he also practiced medicine. On September 21, 1892, Rizal won a significant sum of 6,200 pesos. Nakadaog siya sa luto or sa lottery. And then, katong ihang nadaog nga 6,200, ihang gibahinan iyahang friend, which is si Captain Ricardo Carnicero. So ihang murag gibalatuhan ba niya, and also the other Spaniards. And a portion of Rizal's winnings was used in purchasing land approximately 1 kilometer away from Dapitan in a place known as Talisay. He built his house on the seashore or Talisay, as well as a school and a hospital within that area. So, ang kato daw sobra sa iyang premyo kay iyang gipalit og yuta. Iyang gipalit og yuta dito sa Talisay. And then pagpalit niya atong yutaa, he built his house on the Talisay seashore along with a school and a hospital. So the next is the letter of Rizal to Blumentritt. So Rizal described his daily activities in Dapitan. Ang sulod sa letter ni Rizal para kay Blumentritt is ang mga daily activity or ang mga daily gipangbuhat ni Rizal dito sa Dapitan. So mabasa na niya, and that would be all. Thank you.
The next topic is all about the trial and execution. So diri nag-imbestigahan si Rizal sa about atong iyang gihimo nga libro. Gimbestigahan siya atong November 20 in 1896. So gi-accuse si Rizal for organizing a revolution and spreading rebellions ideas sa atong gihimo. Then founding illegal organization. So si Rizal is ang gikuan diri is dili pa siya guilty. Dayon ang pangalan sa lawyer ni Rizal is Luis Tavil de Andrade. It is best to save his Rizal.